Welcome back, Patrick.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning at the think tank. These guys and Andrea and everybody. All right, so dude. Ting.
Yeah.
All right.
We do want to hear this.
Okay, so all right, so here's how it goes. All right, number one, fuck United, okay. And so
Wait, number 2, fuck United.
Yeah, number
Wait,
2.
number 3?
Well, 3 Continental. Let's throw Continental in there too because
just the whole
Continental
pack.
United.
Yeah.
So what happened is this. So at 6 o'clock or at 4:45 this morning, I get to the airport, get in the United line. My flight leaves at 6. I think it's plenty of time to get through, right? There's one guy working 20 self-check kiosks, right? 20 self-check kiosks. And so I go up and we get through in a reasonable amount of time. Much to my surprise, 20 minutes I get through and I'm like, cool. So I put in my little number and it's like, there's a problem with your itinerary. And I was like, all right, cool. And then, like the guy's there help me out. And he's like, no, I can't help you. You have to go to the additional services line. So I'm like, all right, cool. Still plenty of time, whatever. So I go to the additional services line, and then I get to the front of that line another 20 minutes, and the guy's like, well, you're flying Continental. Now, I bought a United ticket. My confirmation says, not my confirmation or whatever, the thing they mailed me from Orbit says United. All my paperwork says United. He looks at me like I'm an idiot because I went to United. And so, supposedly I was supposed to go to the Continental Airlines, right? So I go to the Continental Airlines and I stand in their line for 20 minutes. And I was like, my plane's about to leave, and they're like, don't worry about it, the Houston plane is late, you're not going to miss your flight. I was like, all right, cool. So
You never miss your flight, do you?
So I get to the front and they're like, oh, well, there's a problem with your itinerary. You have to stand in the additional services line. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I stand in the additional services line where they proceed to put like every first class passenger who ever fly the plane in front of me on this. And so so I get to the front and the lady's like, what are you doing here? This is a United flight. And I was like, what? I was like, and that's where I was just at. They sent me here and she's like, well, they shouldn't have. And I was like, are you kidding me? And so now it's like after 6, my plane was supposed to leave at 6:05. They told me it wasn't leaving until 7 because it was delayed because of the whole Houston fiasco. And so, no, you weren't caught in the Houston fiasco, were you? Okay.
I was caught.
No, sir.
Okay. So, you were caught.
He left after y'all and got here before
You
y'all.
were caught in the Houston
Oh,
fiasco.
I was caught in the LAX Chicago fiasco.
Y'all should have.
Oh,
Like
yes.
United just like went, it shot the bed all over the place.
Y'all should have flown with me, baby. I don't have problems. I don't have problems.
Damn it. Okay, so I go back to the United line and I stand in their little additional services line. And I'm like, all right, so I get to the front and the guy's like, well, your plane left. And I was like, clearly, it's left an hour ago at this point. And so it's because it's like 7:20-ish something. It had left like an hour and a half earlier. And I was like, all right, so what can I do? And he's like, well, all the planes are booked going to New Orleans. And I was like, I know, there's 30,000 people flying to New Orleans right now. It's going to be booked. I know this. And so he's like, well, I can get you to Houston. And I was like, I'm going to New Orleans. How would that help? He's like, well, you can rent a car and whatever. I was like, well, who's going to pay for that? And he's like, well, you are. And I was like, no. That's not going to happen. You guys are paying for me to get to New Orleans. I don't care how you're paying for me to get to New Orleans. You're paying for me to get to New Orleans, whatever. Anyway, so then he's like, well, all I can do is have you talk to my supervisor. So he has me talk to his supervisor, and the supervisor's like, what are you doing here? This is a Continental flight, and it left an hour and a half ago. And I was like, are you kidding me? And so he's like, yeah, this is totally a Continental flight. So they take me back to the Continental line, and I was like, wait, so he came with me though this time, and he's like, who told you that was the wrong flight? And I was like, that lady right there. And he took me to the lady, and we get to the lady, and she's like, oh yeah, sorry about that. I totally would have been here had she not like, oh sorry about that. So now I'm here, 13 hours late.
Yeah!
You're here!
Oh, wait. So I spend 11 hours in the airport. I get to my plane, which is an hour late, by the way. We get on the plane, we get on the tarmac, the engine breaks down, we turn around, we come back, and then we go out again. How fucking ridiculous is that? The whole thing, ridiculous. So yeah, so that's my fuck United story.
Yay!
We're happy to see you!
Yeah, dude, I'm so